Good morning. This is Mary Kay from Country Music Matters, and we're here meeting Georgia native boy Ty Bates. Welcome, Ty.
Thank you for having me.
How's CMA Fest going for you?
Busy, but it's fun. It's been
Busy.
a lot of fun.
You are premiering a new project exclusively at this event for your fans. Tell us about that.
So we got a brand new CD. We just have it here. We still have a little work to do on it. I got a couple more songs we're gonna put on there, a music video to shoot, but we wanted some new stuff for them. So brand new CD. We got some songs co-written by Eric Church on there. A guy named Andrew Dorff who wrote "Save It for a Rainy Day," Kenny Chesney, and some Old Dominion hits. So and then I've written a few, and some buddies of mine who write in town written a few too. So. It's going awesome, but that's why I found two more. I was like, I got to put them on there. You know, it's the only thing better than 10 songs is 12.
Yeah.
You know?
So what has your schedule been? Pretty hectic for CMA Fest?
It's been pretty hectic. You know, we've been meeting the fans upstairs and going to see a few shows. Played at the Wild Horse last night, and we'll play there again Sunday night. So it's been a lot of fun. But today, I think I'm done kind of early. I'm gonna put my shorts on and go join the folks outside and sweat off a few pounds.
Now, is this your first CMA Fest?
It's not. This is, I believe, our third CMA Fest. Probably the fourth or fifth I've played at. But as far as having the exhibitors booth and being able to do the meet and greet and stuff, this will be our third.
Now, have you ever been as a fan?
I have not been as a fan. I've been doing kind of the singing thing since I was young, so I've been working at this and working. So as soon as I came here, I was already in that mode. So I'd had to have been about 4 years old to come as a fan.
So how long have you lived in Nashville?
I've been up here for five or 6 years off and on, but full time the last four or 5 years now.
So what was the path that led you here?
You know, it's been a lot of different paths that all kind of work as the same. I've sang a lot of different shows, variety shows. I went to school in Myrtle Beach, South Carolina. I did some shows out there, and then I won a contest with Jay Cohen and ended up coming and singing a show with him in Florida. I think I had moved up right before that, but I've been coming to Nashville and recording, you know, little EPs and stuff. And I had a record label call me years and years ago to come do a little play for them in their studio. So I was actually in North Carolina with my boss when I was working a construction job when the record label called, and I looked at my boss and I said, "Hey man, I just got called from the record label. I quit." And he goes, "You got called from the record label?" I said, "Yeah." He's like, "Well, you're fired." So I moved up right after that, and I've been here ever since.
Okay, so that was when you released your self-titled EP. Was it 2014?
This was actually before that. Yeah, this was a long time ago. That was the first real one we really put the time and effort into though, and then since then it's just gotten better and better. And this new one I'm pumped up about.
So when you got to Nashville and set your sights, was it what you expected? Was there a lot of walls? And how easy did they come down?
You know, there's always walls, but. They come down easier than you think they do. If you work hard at what you're doing and you believe in it and you really put the time and effort into it, people see that. And this is a smaller town than people think, but it does take a lot of time sometimes. But that's just because there's so many good people writing songs, singing the songs here, and really you just make friends around town, and you'd be surprised these walls just start coming down. You just hanging out and you write songs, and next thing you know you're playing the songs. Next thing you know you're playing the shows, and people singing the songs back to you, and it just keeps kind of working forward.
Now, how are you with social media?
I'm not the best, I would say. I'm kind of like a 60-year-old in a 30-year-old's body, even though I'm not 30 yet. But I try my best at it. That's a whole nother world for me, but I'm getting better at it. And I mean, I have all of them: Facebook, Twitter, Instagram. They're all Ty Bates Music, so they're easy to find. But I could be better. But it's fun sometimes to interact with the fans and stuff and friends and everybody on that.
What is most important to you in your songwriting?
Well, I grew up on Randy Travis and Alan Jackson, guys like that. So their songs are storytelling songs, and so I personally, when I write songs, it has to have some kind of true spectrum in there, truth about it. And to me, it's always cool when you can start part of a story and then at the end of the song you end the story. Although we write all kind of different songs, but I love the storytelling stuff because I mean that's what they did back in the day.
So you've opened for Jake Owen and Reba, and you've been on stage with Dolly and Blake. And what do you learn as you watch or interact with these iconic or with these artists that have been at it for a lot longer?
Well, you learn something every time you see one of them play, and I learned something from going down and seeing the band play down the street. But they're true professionals. They know how to prepare their voice. They know how to prepare their songs, their band, their whole show. So I sometimes have to catch myself studying their shows instead of enjoying their shows sometimes because I'm watching so hard to see what they're doing that my wife will look at me and be like, hey, we're having a good time here, right? I'm like, oh, I'm having a great time. I'm trying to learn from these guys.
Do you feel that's the same with a lot of artists? Like, you have a different view of a show as where a fan would?
I think so. I mean, I can go downtown Broadway and I'll do the same thing because, I mean, for this is our trade. This is what we do all the time. If you're not figuring out ways to get better at it and taking cues from, even somebody who might not be at your level, they might do something better than you, and I'm not too proud to say that. So I want to learn all the time because I'm not getting any younger. So if I'm not doing it better the next time I do it, then I'm wasting time.
So far in your career, what has been one of your proudest moments?
Well, actually, this last December, I think I got to play at the Ryman Auditorium, and that's been on my bucket list since I've ever started out, and actually got to join the Marshall Tucker Band at the end of the show on stage with them and sing one of my favorite songs, "Can't You See?" And man, I was just, my face was hurting the whole day after that because I'd been smiling. I got to meet all the guys backstage and William Lee Golden. I mean, just legends at that show. And just think about who's been backstage at that show and on that stage was probably one of my coolest moments.
We see many pictures that artists will post as they're standing there with the guitar case and they're getting ready to go in the door. What is that feeling to get ready to go into the Ryman?
I mean, it was well, it's awesome. I mean, it's funny because I mean, I got the beard and the hair and stuff, and people always say that I look like Charles Kelly. So I pulled up to the security guard, and I'm pretty sure he thought I was Charles Kelly because he said, "Hey, welcome back." I'm like, "I've never been here before." And I was like, "Hey, man, can I park?" He's like, "Well, just park right there. It'll be fine." He's like, "Go on inside." Yeah, it's been a few months since I've seen you, and I'm like, "Yeah, all right, thank you. I'll pull right in here." So it's really cool. I mean, backstage, I mean, I was just chomping at the bit the whole time and trying to relax myself so I could enjoy the moment instead of just trying to be perfect, and do it just right, to actually be able to have like an experience on the stage and stuff.
Now, if you got to put together a couple guys to go and do like a guide tour or just some acoustic different spots, who would you bring with you?
Young or old.
It doesn't matter, whoever.
And I love Dirk Bentley's stuff. I've always liked his CDs, the way he puts them together as producers, how they make the sounds come out. So Dirk's would be great. I'm huge fans of Willie Nelson and Tom Petty, but I love their bands too. So acoustic, I mean, I'd take it anyway I could, but those are three guys. And then I've got a lot of friends in town who are just same position as me, and we have a great time going out and doing those things. I mean, if I can play acoustic without the band sometimes, I'd love to do that. But I got to keep these guys paid,
So what do we have for the rest of the 2016 and CMA Fest? What do you got going on the rest of the time here?
We're playing Wild Horse Saloon tomorrow night, 7:45. 2016, like I said, we got this new CD coming out. It's not released yet, just here at CMA Fest. So we'll have a music video coming out, a bunch of cool stuff with that. A lot of cool events. We play a big amphitheater in Cedar Rapids next weekend, and also we're doing a military fundraiser called Shave for the Brave in Illinois next weekend as well. So there's a bunch of cool shows we got, especially in June. I mean, the last half of this month is just going to be crazy.
Well, Ty Bates, thank you so much, and everybody, please check him out.
Yeah.
And thank you for your time. Enjoy the rest of CMA Fest and the best in your career.
Yes, ma'am. Thank you very much.
Thank you.